Hello, welcome back to Tabletop Nights. I'm Greg, and today we're taking a look at Seas of Havoc from Rock Manor Games, the team that brought you Lawyer Up, Set a Watch, and a few other really interesting games that are a bit different from the norm. This is designed by Sebastian Bernier Wong and Peter Gorniak. It's a funky looking game. This is the Captain's Deluxe edition, so just a quick unboxing to have a look. Before we open the box, of course, we did get the big neoprene mat, so excuse the crinkles. Let's have a look at that before we get into the box. That's quite pretty. Very nice, very easy to read. The text is a good size, so really vibrant colours. That's probably a 3mm mat. 2 to 3. Really nice, really easy to read. I like it. Let's now have a look at the box. So the box has, it's a nice, good, sturdy box. There's no sign of damage from the shipment, which is always a good thing. Shows you the back of the on the back of the box how the game looks, what the contents are. Always good. There's nothing worse than when you put this on a shelf, particularly when you have a board game shop and people look at the back and they can't figure out what it is. So really nice. Let's set sail in the Seas of Havoc, a naval combat game where you command the movements and actions of your ship with a deck of cards that you can modify and refine over the course of the game. Compete for infamy, earning your chosen ship and captain a reputation by battling it out on the high seas. Who doesn't love a pirate game? Let's be serious. The game is split between a combat phase on the high seas and an island phase where players send out their skiffs to worker placements to gain resources, improve their decks, repair and upgrade their ship. During the combat phase, players will play out a hand of cards to maneuver their ship, navigating obstacles, searching shipwrecks and firing cannons at their opponents. Multi-use cards offer options as the battle unfolds, and cards and bonuses reward smart play. 1 to 5 players, 60 minutes, 14 plus. I'm assuming that time changes a little bit based on the number of players. Mike Nade, well done on another good development and production team. So that's a nice, solid box lid. All right, what have we got? Oh, we have a Sea Monster expansion in here. The Kraken and the Serpent. Again, this is the Captain's Deluxe edition, so it should have some blingy bits and pieces in there. That looks good. Buried Treasure. Okay, chest assembly. That's handy. Use glue. Do we have glue? Not sure. We'll have a look. Captain's Log. So you can keep track of who's playing what and how they've gone. That's really good. Very nice. The rulebook. I do like the artwork. I will try and figure out who that is in a moment. It's got a Vincent DiTrati vibe, but I don't think it is. I'll put something right here telling you who it is. Excellent. Lots of white space. Clean and easy looking. Variants, concepts. We have 24 pages of rules there. Very good. Solo and co-op. I think I just want to play competitive against other members of the team, to be honest. But I will do a playthrough of the solo, so stay tuned for that. And if you do like our videos, please consider subscribing. Check out the rest of the content first. And click that little bell for notifications so you can see when new stuff comes out. We're always trying different. We play just about anything. All right. There you go. All right, well, that's the rules. Let's have a look at some poppy out bits. If you haven't played Lawyer Up yet, give it a go. I was a bit unsure how to play it, but Josh and I sat down together and had a go, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Surprised me a little bit. All right, these are Super Poppy. And have a look there. Not ultra thick card, but thick enough for what you've got. I'm assuming these are the coiny bits here, which I probably won't use. Hopefully I've got the metal ones inside. Some little captain's wheels, which are always a bit of fun. Very nice. So hopefully there's a bit of construction I need to do for that. But the tokens are pretty good, pretty clear. No issues there. Ah, the chest. Okay, so the chest in this is looks like it's a birch ply laser cut bit of kit. So it will need glue. So just any wood glue, white glue will do. And actually it doesn't have that laser cut smell. So they've let it cure a little bit, given it a good vacuum. Because sometimes you get laser stuff and it just stinks of burn. This just smells of wood, which is really good. Let's have a look at some of these. You can see they've left little tags where this to hold the pieces in place. So I would recommend getting a very fine X-Acto or Stanley knife and just snipping it so you don't end up with any tear out. Nothing worse than wooden tear out. You can see here, here's two boards. All right, the laser cut on them is slightly different. So you'll see this one here. Let me do it here for you. You can see this one's a lot darker and the lines are thicker. So this means the focus of the laser point wasn't quite right, but these will pop out easier because there's more wood missing. It's really important when you do laser cutting that the thickness matches your little cutouts here. Otherwise you end up with something that's too tightly fitted or something that is really loose and falls apart. So these will behave slightly differently when I assemble them. But I'll let you know later on how I went. I'm not going to do it right now, but you can definitely see there's a distinct difference between this one, which is where the laser point was really well focused, and this one where it wasn't quite right. The reason I know this stuff is I used to do laser cutting, so we'll see. This one looks nicer, but this one will probably be easier to fit. All right, let's have a look at the board. Single-sided board. It's exactly the same size as the neoprene mat, so no extra space on the neoprene mat. Not that I think you really need it. You can see graphically it's pretty similar. Obviously you're always going to have slightly sharper printing on paper, but the neoprene mat's a nice surface to play on, and it'll be good for our videos because it doesn't reflect as much. Although this is a matte finish, so you can see there's no real reflection there. So good if you want to do that. Next, got some baggies there. Looks like there's about 20 baggies. Player boards. Let's get it right. So obviously that's where the captain's wheels are going to go. Just pop one out and sit it in there. Looks like it's going to be thereabouts. Double layered. Really nice. Good cutout there. Very good. We have, well, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 of those boards, and they're all the same. There's no color difference. And again, the pop out, very good. Excellent. What's next? There's quite a bit in this little box here. All right, I think let's look at some cards first. Before we delve into the little bits and bobs. So we've got some maneuver cards here. So straight aheads, turn the corner, firing. So we've got some cannon fire here. That's pretty cool. They're really nice there. There's not really a linen finish. But the cutting on the cards is very good, very clean. Don't think there's massive amounts of shuffling in this game, so you may get away with not sleeving them. But it's pretty good. Pretty good. I do like them. Easy to read. Text is a decent size. I mean, my eyes aren't great for some of these games, but I can read that quite well. Okay, so that's one set of cards. Let's have a look at this other set. Because these are asymmetric, so you do have different captains you can choose. But it is a deck builder. So we have a... players reference cards here. Galleon upgrade cards. So obviously you can add some extra bits and bobs to your ships, which is nice. What else do we have in here? Again, the artwork is quite cool. Very good. So look, I do like the look of this. I think it's going to be one of those games that has just enough strategy that you go, I feel like I've played a proper game. But not overly complex. So it looks like an interesting combo. I think Victor and I will give this a go next week. What do you say, Victor? Are you up for that? Yeah, very nice. What else have we got here? Oh, these are damage cards. What's that say? Looks like they're all the same. So the damage cards are all the same, but they're obviously going to clag up your deck as you take damage. So you'll be drawing cards that aren't ideal for you. Right, there's more cards over here. So I'd say these are some of the little expansions. That's a little pack there. I'm not going to open that one. All right, this must be the Kraken. I think that's the Kraken one. More frigate upgrades, so more cards there. Stacks of cards. I'm glad I got the Deluxe edition. All right, let's have a look at the funky pieces that are in here now. Heaps. Grab them all out and we can have a good look. That's it. All right. The beautiful little coins. Really shiny. See, they're the same on both sides. They're ultra shiny, which is nice. All right, what's next? I better get the rulebook out because I don't know what half these tokens are. It's funny when you back these games and then you don't see them for quite a long time. Although this one was pretty quick, I think, in fulfilling. You just forget what you ordered in the first place because I back a few, so I do lose track. All right, what have we got in here? I think these are part of the expansion. So we've got some Kraken tentacles there. Bit of a sea monster thing going on. Some sharks. Oh, there's the Kraken there. Cool. I like them. Very nice. Nice, good quality wooden bits. I do like that they've actually painted them. Then it looks like they've lasered out the image that's on top. That's a bit different. I think that actually looks nicer than sort of the stencil transfers. All right, I think, okay, these are the skiffs. Again, no sign of damage there. This is quite often where things can go wrong. So they're cool. We have some, looks like some more skiffs as part of the expansion. I'm not going to open these little cannonballs because they look like, they do have a flat base on them, but they do look like they're going to go flying at some point. And I've got black carpet here in this studio, so they'll probably disappear. All right, we have the main ship pieces, which I do know in their little video, they actually have them sort of standing up. But they're only done on one side, so I'm kind of thinking they'll be laying down on the board rather than standing up. Which is, I kind of would have liked them standing up a bit. So you can see here, that's, look, obviously if we're doing a video for this, we'd have them lying down anyway. But it would be nice to have your ship standing up, but it's only on one side that the actual stenciling has been done. Never mind. Okay, some more expansion bits there. What else have we got? There's just the little studs for joining the wheels and the playboards together. That's okay. We have a couple of D6 here. So just your standard, but they're nice. They're the dots are all good and clean. Quite like those. What are these tokens? Flags. And a first player token. So that's the first player token. Give a bit of a clean look there. We've got some flags. Again, all quite nice. I do like this lasered out effect. And then we have infamy trackers. So infamy is like your currency here. They're all good. This green one's a bit, you can see it's got a little bit of a crack in there, but I'll just fill that with something and paint over it just so it doesn't split any further. That back has, looks like it's come off at some point. You can see how it's got that there. But I'll fix that one up. Not a big deal. Everything else has been perfect from the game, so I think that's fine. Look, the insert is just that standard sort of thin stuff. It looks like there's a spot for everything, but there is no sort of plastic cover. It's going to fall out if you tip the box up. So just be mindful of that. You'll need to keep it horizontal. All right, well, that's a quick look at Seas of Havoc, the Captain's Deluxe Edition from Rock Manor Games. I think that looks pretty good. If you like that video, please give us a thumbs up or some nice comments. Would you like to see us play this one? I've been Greg. This is Tabletop Nights. We'll see you again really soon. See ya.
Make sure you follow the Tabletop Nights, subscribe, and here's a previous video for you.